Right, all praises to Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Waha Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Salutes to the brothers teaching this word, to the hopeful elect in truth and sincerity. Right, this video is going to be about the chip. Right, got an article here. Right, and I'm just going to go into it, man. Right, and this is, hey, man, warning, sending that warning out there, man, that, what we've been teaching, you know, about the mark of the beast being the microchip is correct. It's true, right? And we're warning you not to take that chip, right? Because there's a judgment, right? With fire, man, all right, with that chip. So I'm gonna read this through quickly from Euro News, right? Came out this year. It says, "Will microchip implants be the next big thing in Europe?" And it says thousands of Swedes have been pioneering the use of futuristic microchips that are implemented under the skin of their hand. Yeah, we know how popular it is in Sweden. It says the technology is used for everyday tasks like accessing your smartphone, opening the front door, or setting an alarm. Those behind the microchips, the size of a rice grain and implanted via a syringe, are working to access other parts of Europe. Eric Larson, who leads Biohacks Italia, is waiting for approval in Italy from medical centers and the health ministry. See, so they have this thing in place, man. People are being microchipped all over the world, man. And they have certain things in places for certain companies that they're waiting for the go-ahead, because we've been telling you it's all about making this thing mandatory. That's where this is headed. He said he expects to implant a chip into about 2,500 people in the first 6 to 8 months in Milan and Rome. Even without health ministry certification, Biohacks Italia has already been able to embed these chips into a few hundred people with the help of a medical center. It is a step towards the future. It is extremely futuristic, although it is already happening. This technology was born to help us, to give us small superpowers. Right? So you can see how they're all for this, man. All right, but the Bible tells you this is wicked. But COVID-19 could make people more apprehensive about their business, Lawson said, due to public concern about the contract tracing applications introduced by governments during the pandemic. See, and that shows you as well, man, everything's moving into biometrics, all right? Measuring the body, right? With this COVID-19, this virus tracking, they got apps for it. Everything's all digital. The money's going to turn digital, all right? And they already demonized cash, saying that is a carrier of corona, all right, of the virus, so COVID-19. So it says we are seeing that a lot of people in Italy are not happy adding a GPS or something that can track our movement that might be a danger for us, which it will be, right? It's complete control over the elites. And I believe that the guy, Aaron Russo, right, who was with, those upper elites, he was an insider, so-called, if you want to use that term. He was told that, man, right, that they with the chip, they can, it's complete control. They can monitor you and have complete control, man. It says, all right, I think they're gonna go into like, hang on. Yeah, going into benefits and stuff like that. It says removing the need for a wallet. All right. So yeah, they tell you how it's like an alternative to cash and all stuff like that. It says in Sweden, the microchips can be used as a train ticket. And it says, but Lewin hopes that he will soon be able to make payments with them. That's what I hope will become a basic function, right? And they have this technology, man. These things can do it. They're just massaging it into the minds of the masses before they make it mandatory. All right, let's go. It says people are apprehensive. The microchips use near-field communications and radio frequency identification to communicate with a system. They are radio waves read at close contact, right? So that just lets you know, man, that in your body, in your skin, that's how harmful is that going to be, man? All right, that's not so. That's why the Lord told you not to take this chip, man. Right, and they're going to call it different things, tags, different labels, but the elect aren't going to be deceived. All right, so yeah, there you go. It's size of a grain of rice using a syringe to cut your flesh, man. All right, let's see if there's any more in this. That's really it, man. I'm gonna get into some scriptures. This is Revelations 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. All right, that's this system. The Roman Empire coming back through NATO and the EU is the beast. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So they're going to put it into legislation, into law, and mandate microchipping for all people, right? And those that reject it, they can lose their lives for it, man, because this is going to be the way forward, right? They're going to change the blueprint for cash into digital currency, man, into that microchip. So it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So that he is talking about Esau, the Edomites, the elites. So-called white man is going to cause, through deception, people to receive this chip, man. You know, talking of, you know, how great it's going to be, and it's going to prevent this, and you know, there's many reasons how it's going to help you and benefit you, but it's all deception, man. At the end of the day, it's him trying to hold on to his power in the earth, because he knows that this kingdom and his rule is coming to an end, right? And people have more freedoms than they would like them to have, so they're going to try and make these people total slaves, man, right? Because with this microchip, they can turn your chip off, they can control and monitor and trace your finances, trace your history. It's got your medical records, it's got your identity. So even travel, you trying to cross borders in different places, they can all track that. They can all either give you access or deny you. All right. So it says it doesn't matter what level you are, if you're, you know, a politician, if you're in prison, if you're you know, a 9 to 5 average working man, average person, they're gonna make it mandatory for you to receive this mark. And that's talking about that microchip, because the word for mark in the Greek is charagma, right? And that means an incision in the flesh, a cutting in the flesh, which is going to be used with that syringe, right? And the root word karux, right, which meaning a stake or pale, right? And that's going to be used to that stabbing motion to put in your flesh, man, right? You're going to have also those that are maybe amputees. So guess what's going to happen? They're going to have a chip in their head, man, all right? There's going to be incentives, different things, man, you know. The scriptures talk about how they want to have miracles to this, you know, their devils working miracles, man. You know, people getting their sight back through this technology, their hearing back through this technology. So you're going to have a lot of people that they don't, hey, man, they're going to want things to continue how it is, man, living comfortable. So they're going to be deceived and take this chip, man. Verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? So hey, that shows you that without that chip, you're not going to be able to make purchases. You ain't going to be able to buy and sell, have transactions. Why? Because it's going to be a cashless society, right? And slowly they're doing that. Certain places you can only pay through contactless payments, credit cards, debit cards. You got Google Pay, Apple Pay, you know, different methods of payment. All right. They got smart jewelry, which is like you have rings, watches, and you can pay digitally. Okay. But soon it's going to be that microchip that's going to be planted in your skin. Right. And those that take that chip, they're going to be destroyed, man. This is Revelations 14, 9 and 10. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So those that follow after this system and take the chip, all right, they want to, you know, trust in this system, all right, and they take that chip. This is the judgment. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. That's righteous anger. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So if you take that chip, you're going to be tormented with fire. All right, that's going to be by the way of nuclear missiles, right? Because America, which is Babylon, is going to be wiped off, man, destroyed with missiles. That's the judgment of that place for its wickedness, all right? The slavery of the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And the Lord is going to bring this to pass. It says, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name, right? So, amen, America's going to be that landmass that's going to be burning for a prolonged time. All right, that's going to be the judgment. All right, now we, as the hopeful elect, we lean upon the Lord, man. All right, we don't lean upon man to save us, because there's going to be times where people are going to be starved out. There's going to be famines, but the Lord is going to deliver us, right? For continuing in faith, doing this work, trusting and calling upon the Lord, man. He's going to deliver us, right, from all of that judgment and from that hour of temptation. So this is Revelations 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, which is what us having faith in the word, man, doing the work, right? Continuing to follow this path of this straight gate, this narrow path that leads to life, man. All right, returning unto the Lord through this truth. All right, because we patiently waiting for that salvation. It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. That microchip is going to be made mandatory worldwide, right? That's why you have it in certain areas of the world, certain pockets. Sweden, it's real popular. In China, you know, they got it popular. In Europe, they're saying they want to bring it next. Really, it's already here. You got different companies that are, amen, working towards, you know, this being the main goal. So when this does come to pass, like the scripture says, that though it tarry, wait for it, amen, this prophecy is going to be fulfilled, man. And the Lord has to deliver you from taking it, right? The scriptures say, my servants shall eat. So in times where we're faced with a difficult circumstance, hey, the Lord will feed us, man. You know, the Lord will provide for us. You know, we need shelter. We need a place to go. We need food to eat. We need drink. All those things the Lord will provide for his servants, man. So that's why we got to continue in faith and lean upon the Lord, man, no matter what we face. So I'm going to end it there, Lord willing. I was edifying. And to the hopeful elect, shalom.